The personal training business market is valued at $13 billion, and there are 400K certified personal trainers in the US alone. As you can see, demand is growing stronger and stronger. Yet, many personal trainers are struggling to attract new clients. Most of the time, it's for one specific reason. They target the same people as all other personal trainers. As soon as they get their certification, most trainers always target the same type of people. People who want to lose weight. More specifically, women who want to lose weight. You're ready to bet on 3 months of Gymkee subscription with all the add-ons that you want. If you open Instagram or any other platform right now and type personal trainer in the search bar, 8 out of 10 accounts will offer weight loss coaching for women. Seeing this, one of the best things that you can do for your personal training business is to niche down. To find a niche that answers 3 specific conditions. In this video, we'll show you how to niche down as a personal trainer and share 5 profitable and underrated niches that you can focus on. The last one is the one we believe the most in. Oh, and like we said, stay until the end of this video because we'll be sharing 3 coupon codes to save you 50% off on your first month on Gymkee. Up to you to find them. First, why do we recommend that you niche down? Well, the answer is pretty simple. If you talk to everyone, you end up talking to no one. You've probably heard this before without really paying attention. Niching down allows you to implement all kinds of actions on your branding, your communications, your offers, etc. That will enable you to directly reach your target and create a feeling that will make them say, "This coach knows how to talk to me. He understands what I'm feeling, what my problems are, what I need, and he pushes where it's needed. He's the perfect coach to help me." Being that coach they trust for a specific issue will put you in the best possible position and allow you to charge much more than a weight loss coach. If it's not all clear to you at this stage of the video, don't worry. In the underrated niches we'll present to you, we'll share concrete examples. So stick with us until the end of the video. Now that you've got the why of niching down, we'll share with you the how of niching. There are many ways to find your niche. Our favorite was inspired by the book Good to Great by Jim Collins, which we recommend you to read. You'll find a link to order it in the description. To find a niche that suits you and in which you can stay the longest, use what's known as the hedgehog concept. The hedgehog concept, which explains how to go from being good at something to being great, is based on finding the perfect balance between 3 things. First, something you're passionate about. Think about what really motivates you. What activities get you excited? What kind of customers do you want to work with? Next, it's something that can make you a lot of money. You need to find a profitable niche in which people have a real problem for which they're willing to pay a high price that you can solve. And finally, something you can excel at. What are your skills? In what area can you be the best? Your niche lies at the crossroads of these 3 things. This hedgehog exercise will help you clarify where to focus your efforts and energy. Now that you know why and how to find a niche, we're going to share with you 5 niches that few personal trainers think about, but which are actually gold mines or future gold mines. Before I share these 5 niches with you, if you've learned anything so far, subscribe to our YouTube channel and put a like on it, because it'll make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos that will help you grow your personal training business, whether you're just starting out or already have hundreds of clients. Remote workers. Today's working world has changed a lot, especially with the onset of a certain global pandemic that has locked the world in. Since the pandemic, remote working has become part of our routine and our way of working. 35% of the US workforce works from home at least 1 day per week. Remote working often means a more sedentary lifestyle. As a result, many employees' days look like this. They wake up, they make the coffee, they sit down in front of the computer to work, they order lunch, and then it's back to work in the afternoon. They sit for hours on end. The little activity they had before was walking to work, and that doesn't even exist anymore. They burn fewer calories, put on more weight, and the icing on the cake is that they start to feel pain from sitting so much. Do you know how many people are in this situation? No? We do. 27% of companies worldwide offer remote to their employees. That's tens of millions of people. All these people who are working from home have the desire to take control of their lives or to stay active, the budget to pay for coaching, and need an online personal trainer. In addition to having the budget themselves, we're convinced that the industry is going to evolve very interestingly. More and more companies find recruiting and retaining the right talent challenging. To recruit and keep the best talent, companies are offering more and more benefits to employees. Larger meal benefits, subscriptions of all kinds to Spotify, Netflix, etc., and extra paid vacation days. Or more recently, mental health tools. Companies must pay increasing attention to their employees' health, whether it's their mental or physical health. We're convinced that over the next few years, companies will be investing in fitness tools for their employees. And in tools, we mean apps. And above all, fitness coaches. It's in their interest to do so because the better employees feel and the fitter they are, the more productive and present they will be. Studies estimate up to 40% less absenteeism among physically active workers. As for employees, they'll be happy and ready to pay for a personal trainer who can adapt to their flexibility thanks to online coaching via Gymkee. It's an underexploited niche that already meets 1 in 3 of the hedgehog approach's criteria. All that's left is to find out if this is something you're passionate about and if you see yourself excelling with these people. The future bride and groom. The second underexploited niche with incredible potential is that of future brides and grooms. Every year, millions of people say, "I do." And among those millions of people, we can bet you there is not a single one of them who doesn't want to look their best for one of the best days of their lives. A day in which they've invested in photographer, video, and an expensive suit or dress they would better fit into. For many, the wedding is the biggest fitness motivation of their lives. A 2008 American study found that 70% of brides-to-be want to lose weight before the wedding. And they are not the only ones, future husbands too. A survey of future husbands show that 39% of them are trying to lose weight for the wedding. It's easy to guess that the figure has since risen much higher with the arrival in force of social media, which has put appearance back at the center of everything. One of the biggest advantages of this niche is that brides and grooms have a fixed date. They know when they have to be at their best. They have a deadline. As a result, they're highly motivated, and all they need is the right coaching. Very few trainers are yet tapping into this underestimated niche. Once again, this ticks one of the 3 criteria of the hedgehog method. If you think this is a niche you're passionate about and that you can be very good at it, go for it. Entrepreneurs. The third underestimated niche is entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are people who take risks and work long hours to achieve their goals. And doing so depends on their health. Most of them don't give fitness the importance it deserves and very often have no time to devote to it. They don't give it time when it's really what can make them successful. Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, claims that working out every day adds an extra 4 hours of productivity to his day, and he's not the only one to say so. Another study shows that 76% of wealthy people exercise at least 30 minutes a day. More and more entrepreneurs understand and make the link between fitness and their business. They understand that working out regularly can help them manage stress better, improve their mood, and enable them to be much more mentally sharp, which has a direct impact on the performance of their business and therefore their income. One of the strengths of this niche is that it's linked to something tangible. The more they train, the more it impacts their business and the more money they make, which means that most of the time, it's a type of person who isn't afraid to spend and pay good money for good personal trainers who are willing to help them in this. Like the first 2, you're sure that one of the 3 criteria is already met. All that's left is to see if this is a type of person you want to work with, and if you think you can be very good at it. The 4th niche is the niche of paddle players. Have you ever heard of paddle? Personally, I feel like all of my friends are into it, and I feel like I'm missing out on something crazy. And maybe that's not just a feeling, because it's the sport with the fastest growing player base in the world, with over 25 million players in more than 90 countries. players. And maybe that's not just a feeling, because it's the sport with the fastest growing player base in the world, with over 25 million players in more than 90 countries. In some countries, like Spain, it's now the second sport only behind soccer in terms of participation, with more than 6 million of players. Whenever a sport grows quickly, a few things happen. Lots of newbies get into it, often without a sports background, and intermediate players start looking for ways to up their game. That's where you come in. Paddle might look easy and fun, and it is fun, but it's also pretty quick and intense. There's lateral movements, quick reflexes, swinging overhead smashes, etc. The chance for injury is real if people aren't conditioned for it, and those coming from non-athletic backgrounds might lack the agility or strength to play at their best. As a personal trainer, you could specialize in training paddle players. The good thing about fitness is that it's at the heart of absolutely every sport. Every sport in the world needs fitness, and paddle is no exception. There's a growing hype around the sport, and above all, it's a sport with a big competitive spirit. And on top of being an ultra-competitive sport, it's a sport that costs a bit of money, since you have to rent the court and equipment to be able to play it. Paddle players aren't afraid to spend money to play, and above all, they're not afraid to spend money to improve in one way or another. If you position yourself as a sports coach who can help them perform better on the court and crush their friends, you're going to be just fine. The number of players is expected to double every year, so if you position yourself today, you're sure not to run out of customers. Before we get to the final niche of this video, personally my favorite, if you've learned even one thing here, give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos to help you grow your fitness coaching business. Gamers. This last niche is something we mentioned for the first time while teaching, and it made the students laugh. In the room, as we were explaining what a niche is, why it's important, and how to identify it using the hedgehog method, the one I showed you at the start of the video, one student asks what to do if their passion doesn't meet criterion number 3, which is about making money. When we asked about his passion, he said he wasn't really sure, but he loves playing video games. That's when the other students started laughing. They laughed because they had no idea how underrated this niche is. 3 billion people play video games. 3 billion. That's huge. Gaming has also become a real sport, truly. So many people roll their eyes when they hear that esports is a sport, but that's exactly what it is. In this industry, fitness is starting to play a real part. To perform at their highest level, players need to be in top physical and mental shape, and the teams have caught on. The best esports teams now invest heavily in fitness trainers, coaches, and sports tools to help their players excel. These own players and structures inspire gaming fans everywhere to do the same. That means more and more gamers want to be in better shape, both physically and mentally. As time goes on, the stereotype of the unhealthy, out-of-shape gamer is fading away. Gamers also tend to be big spenders. If you can position yourself as the go-to trainer for esports players, the one who helps gamers stay in shape so they can perform better at their favorite games, you will be set. No matter which niche you choose, there is one thing you'll have to do: deliver the best coaching experience possible to your clients. How? Offer a premium coaching experience with a personalized app or simplified workout tracking system. That way, you can charge more and keep your clients longer, all while making your life easier with Gymkee. You have 14 days to try Gymkee for free, no credit card required. If you find any discount codes that haven't been used yet, you can even get 50% off your first month. The link to create your account is in the description. To further expand on this topic, we recommend you watching this video. In this fast-paced fitness game, you need to be properly equipped as a personal trainer. Behind personal trainer, there's the more general term, entrepreneur. So you need to think about and invest in solutions that support your business. In this video, we're going to share with you 12 apps you absolutely must invest in 2025.